Before installing a CPU, which is the best way to protect it? So, let's start off with some totally incorrect ones first. OEM fan. OEM fan goes on after the CPU and motherboard are in your computer. It doesn't go before the CPU. Same thing with thermal paste. You don't put thermal paste before you slot the CPU in. This doesn't make sense. When you do apply thermal paste, you want to make sure that the CPU is seated and firmly secure in the motherboard. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be mounted in the case, but typically you'll do the thermal paste after everything is inside the case. The orientation notch is what you're going to pay attention to when you're putting the CPU in the actual motherboard socket. That's when you're going to have to pay attention to that. So not before. The only thing before that you should pay attention to is ESD, or electrostatic discharge. And this is really important because it can hurt. It's very harmful to your computer components. Like if you grab a doorknob, you know, a little shock? Well, that little shock for you is a huge shock for your computer components, and it could straight up kill them. It could short circuit them. So to prevent this, we want to always use an ESD mat when working with computer components. So before installing a CPU, the central processing unit of your computer, the best way to protect it is by using an ESD mat.